And you may have noticed I switched my camera position around. I wanted to be able to face you guys for once instead of you guys seeing the beautiful side of my beard. I know it's a little rough, but we also have right below me. Look down below, guys. Down below is that smiley face guy named Flamish, the most positive gamer in the community. Say hi, Flamish.
Hello, what's up? I'm gonna try to smile, guys, but I'm a little bit in pain with my back. I'm gonna call about that tomorrow to the doctor to see a doctor for it. But I'm gonna try to keep on smiling, guys. I'm the positive gamer overall. So, hi, Clownz. Hi,
Hey, what's
chat.
up? So everybody in the chat, what's going on? We're gonna do a sort of like a new show like we used to do until we had all those interviews. Well, more interviews coming up. December 4th, they're starting back up anyway. So I just want to go ahead and get into some of the stuff because poor Flamish, he's in pain, and I feel bad for this guy. You know, Belgium needs doctors 24/7. So if you're a doctor, consider moving to Belgium and helping out Flamish, the Belgian sensation. One day you might become famous. You never know, because he might be famous, and he could say you were the best doctor that he's ever seen. He's not as positive as he's potent, Graphic God says. Well, I don't know what you mean by potent, but let's just hope. Oh, maybe there's
Well,
maybe little Flamishes everywhere. Okay. Well, that brings us to our first topic, right, Flamish?
yeah, that's for sure. The first topic. So the first topic of the day is there was actually a Golden Joystick Award from 2020 where there was a lot of rewards given out. And it's actually very interesting. Like The Last of Two is the best game of the year, which in my opinion doesn't really go with what I'm saying. Like I always have been saying that Ghost of Tsushima is my game of the year. I think overall it has a better story. The gameplay is much nicer in my opinion. The world building is also really cool in that game. And it's no brand new IP. I mean, can we go wrong there? Um, and it didn't get any backlash like it had with Last of Us Part 2. But the interesting thing is, I like these Golden Joystick Awards, Clowns. And do you know why? First of all, we see Xbox Game of the Year, Nintendo Game of the Year, PlayStation, like every console platform or platform in general has their own reward of Game of the Year. That's something that the VGA should do. Don't you agree?
Yeah, I think it's a great thing that they're doing over there. I think that, I have more respect for the Golden Joystick Awards than I do the Game Awards show. I just think that it's I I don't want to keep saying that I think the other show's biased, but I mean, let's call it what it is, right? I think it is. I think this is more open and more fair, kind of like a thing. And not that I always agree with every Golden Joystick Award winner either, but I just think that there's more fair.
Don't
Uh,
you? Do,
Graphic
I
God is
do.
very, very persistent in the chat on what the other show might be. I can't say that out loud, but Flamish is staring at it, eyes wide open over there.
Hmm?
Oh, it went over his head.
Okay.
So
The last thing I want to say is the most wanted game, God of War Ragnarok. I think that's fault. I think Cyberpunk is on everyone's list in the whole wide world. So I think that should be changed. But that's my second opinion on the Joystick Awards. I do love what they said overall um, over there. But yeah, let's continue to the next subject lines. Well, what's the next one?
Uh, well, I just was gonna read them off real quick for everybody. I know that you want to move on. Poor Flamish in pain over there. I don't know if you have Tylenol in Belgium, but you might want to try some Tylenol or ibuprofen. And no, we're not sponsored by those guys. It's just that Flamish might actually need some for his poor back. So, every Golden Joystick Award winner 2020, best storytelling, Last of Us 2. I could agree with that. Best multiplayer game, Fall Guys. It's kind of like falling off the radar, but maybe when it came out, it was pretty hot. Best visual design, Last of Us 2. I mean, Naughty Dog makes great games. Can't dispute that. Best game expansion, No Man's Sky Origins. Shout out to those guys, man, because that game almost failed and he brought that thing back from the brink of death. So, yes, I think that No Man's Sky deserves recognition. Mobile game of the year, Lego Builder's Journey. I don't play mobile games. My daughter does not play Lego Builder's Journey. She probably plays like Candy Crush and Disney Emoji Blitz, so I have no clue what that is. Best audio, Last of Us 2. I don't know if I agree with that. I mean, there's so many great games out there with audio.
No.
It's really hard to say for me, for sure. Best indie game, Hades. I will. You know what? I got to give it to those guys. Supergiant did a fantastic job with that game. I do agree that Hades is probably the best indie game. I've seen people rebuy it on PC, rebuy it on the Switch. They love it.
By the way,
Even
Clownz,
yeah.
can I tell you about that game that they actually have their own YouTube channel, Supergiant Games, where they actually give you behind the scenes how they made the characters and stuff?
Oh, that's pretty cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I've seen it yesterday, popping online, and it was just there in my recommended list, so I was very happy with that. Thanks, YouTube.
YouTube. I'm gonna try to get my beard in the picture more for you guys watching. Is that better? I mean, then you can't see my faux hawk. I like my faux hawk too. This is
I
tough.
think you have to choose. You have such a beautiful long beard that you're gonna have to choose between your hair and your beard.
Yeah, it's tough. Animated Evil, you make the decision, brother. All right, so still playing award Minecraft. I mean, that game's been going on forever. Studio of the Year, Naughty Dog. I could see that, but I also think that Insomniac, maybe with Spider-Man, just kind of deserved it. But I'm a Spider-Man fan, so I mean that's a little biased there, right? Esports Game of the Year, Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Of course, why not? It is one of the greatest FPS games of all time and always will be. Nothing else can ever compete with Call of Duty, unfortunately. Battlefield never
Mm,
lives up to its reputation. It just, bug after bug and it flops and then it's gone and then a new one comes out. So, Call of Duty's out every year. Why not? Best new streamer and broadcaster. I am Brandon. Well, Brandon, I don't know who you are, but congratulations. A clap from Clownz. Good job, man. That's probably a tough category to get in, and so a lot of hard work there. Best family game, Fall Guys. Yeah, I could see that being fun with the family. But then I could see Nintendo Switch stuff being fun with the family too. So I don't know. I'd have to really think about that.
No, I
Bet.
don't agree, Clowns. I don't agree. Family game, like most people, like the kids are really liking a game on PlayStation. So
Okay. I mean, that's fair. Best gaming community, Minecraft. Probably is because that thing has so many different communities, so many different mods, so many different servers. They are really doing well out there. Minecraft. That was a great purchase by Microsoft.
yeah.
And Flamish is in another world over there, so I'm sorry, Flamish. Best performer, Sandre Sad Kamala Khan, and that's from Marvel's Avengers, one of my favorite games. This past release cycle, but a lot of people don't agree with me. They think the game is bad and they won't play it, but I think Graphic God should pick it up on sale and play with us. Thank you, Graphic God, for being in the
Yes.
chat. You are awesome, and I will give you a clap, Graphic God. All right. Breakthrough Award, Inner Sloth Among Us. Yeah, because that game's been out since 2018, and it just picked up and is doing fabulous. And they didn't even get greedy; it's still like $4.99. So shout out to those guys, man.
On PC, yeah, but on phone it's free.
Yeah, I mean, congratulations, Inner Sloth. You have made a game that is a lot of fun, and I like to kill Flamish in it and then run away. Outstanding contribution, the gaming industry. Well, I don't know what that category is about, but congratulations, gaming industry. You've done a lot of work this year, uh, especially with everyone at home. So, good job. PC Game of the Year, Death Stranding. Uh, uh, didn't that Did that come out of the year before this as well? I mean, on PlayStation.
No, yeah, but it's PC Game of the Year. It came out on PC this year, Clownz.
So it gets a shot in the second category. Okay.
Yeah,
That is Death Stranding there you go, guys.
that's how
Best
it works.
gaming hardware. NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3080. I would have to agree, and Flamish needs one, and he needs to give me his 2080 Super. Thank you, Flamish. I appreciate it. Send it over
2070.
here. 2070?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
2070 Super.
He'll send that
Yeah,
to
if
me,
I
guys.
get a 3080, I will send you my 2070 Super with Glee, Clownz.
All
With
right, guys.
Glee.
You hear that? And I'll pay the custom duty Belgian tax on that. PlayStation Game of the Year, Last of Us 2. I mean, I
No,
can see it. I see it though. It's very popular, but I think
I
Spider-Man.
don't agree. There's a lot of backlash with that game when it came out. And it wins Game of the Year. I would agree more like Ghost of Tsushima. Again, like I said before, it didn't get any backlash. It was a great game. It actually had a 10 out of 10 in Japan as well. By one of their magazines over there. That's I think it Gematsu or Famitsu. Am I right, Klaus?
Maybe. I'm not sure.
I
But
think we covered that as well.
yeah, I mean, Ghost of Tsushima probably could have gotten that category.
Yeah, I voted for it for the VGA, so I'm hoping in the VGAs it will be different.
I mean, Pong, I can see that. I mean, I think Golden Joystick's different though. I don't. Do they have a really big award show? And back. I'm sorry that you had to walk in the pouring rain, man. That is not good. Hopefully you dry off and you don't get sick. That's terrible. Hopefully they give you like a towel or a coat or something. But thank you for the shout out on the great podcast list too. We appreciate that. Uh Graphic God, I think you're talking about Golden Joystick Award being owned by Sony. I don't know. I know
No, the
Flamish might.
VGAs. He's talking about the VGAs.
Oh,
Probably.
VGAs. I thought he was talking about Flamish owned by Sony. I could see that. Moving on. Xbox Game of the Year, Ori and the Will of the Wisps. I think that is a fair assessment. I think
A
many
fair assessment, Klaus?
I
That's
think
a little
many
bit.
I think
What?
many Xbox fans would be happy with that.
Yeah, but that's not fair. That's great. That's great. You
Like
have
to
to
see
give more excitement. Get the Flemish excitement,
get the
Clowns. Come
Flamish
on.
excitement. That's
It's
great, guys. That's great. Now I need my candy bowl. Do you have your candy bowl?
my candy bowl is full of papers for my candy.
Oh, he's all out.
I'm having my bag. No, I'm having 2 bags of these, which is like my nice wrapped candy now. So that's my
Oh, and
new snack.
sriracha sauce. Gotcha.
No, not sriracha sauce.
Hey, what's up, Perfect Shogun? Thanks for dropping by, man. Appreciate
Hello,
it.
guys.
So Nintendo Game of the Year, Animal Crossing: New Horizons. I mean, I see that. That was all over the place. Gary Whitta even made a show off Animal Crossing, so definitely see that.
I sold a game for Age of Calamity and I'm regretting my purchase.
You
Not my purchase, but I'm regretting selling Animal Crossing.
don't worry. Your most wanted game is God of War Ragnarok. That is the most wanted game according to the awards.
No,
You,
don't agree at all.
Cyberpunk, right? You think Cyberpunk should have got that?
Yeah, it's not even out yet, so it should be there because everyone's talking about Cyberpunk. Like every man behind the hill is talking about Cyberpunk. You can hear when you are on the bus, they can talk about Cyberpunk. No, Cyberpunk should be the most wanted game ever. It's everywhere. You see it everywhere. Talked about nothing else in gaming at the moment. What you excited for? Cyberpunk, of course. Everyone's excited. Except for you, Hans.
Not me. I mean, I see it though. I think it's going to be a blockbuster game, and CD Projekt Red makes great games. I will play it. I will eventually. Maybe I will eventually get it on both platforms, Flamish. Maybe I will. Just, I know that's what you want, so maybe I will. But the Critics' Choice Award goes to Hades.
Yes. Great game.
Great game.
Super.
And Ultimate Game of the Year. You want to read it off?
Last of Us Part 2.
Dun dun dun.
Don't agree.
It got a lot of awards this year.
Yeah, 6.
Yep.
So
Shout out to
they
Naughty
really
Dog.
they really liked Last of Us Part 2. But I just think because of the backlash that I don't feel it's a fair assessment.
See, I don't even remember the backlash. It was so long ago.
About the story. It's about the story in the game, Clownz.
Eh,
But
I
I do
mean,
love the story myself, but because of all the backlash with the story and with surrounding the game, I don't feel it's a fair assessment to give a Game of the Year. But that's my thing. Yeah.
well, here's the next thing. I mean, we're talking about Last of Us 2, the Sony exclusive, obviously. And that brings us to our next topic.
Yes.
PS5 is the biggest console launch in history. It's outsold its forebear in the first 2 weeks, making it not only the biggest PlayStation launch, but the biggest console launch of all time. That is
That's
huge.
amazing.
Congratulations to Sony and PlayStation for doing that. Back in 2013, and I'm getting this from gamesindustry.biz, but articles written by James Batchelor, the UK editor. Back in 2013, PlayStation's then CEO Andrew House said the PS5 had sold 2.1 million units in just over 2 weeks, declaring it an impressive and record-setting accomplishment for Sony and for the industry. And now PS5, man, that
But
is huge for PlayStation.
I do want to say, if they back in 2013 have sold 2.1 million consoles, right? And how much did the PlayStation 5 sell?
Scalpers. Everything's probably at a scalper's warehouse somewhere. All these shopping bots.
Yeah, the 3,500 consoles in the UK that were sold by scalpers alone in just one area.
Yeah. I mean, those sales count towards the console, but I
That's true.
mean, Sony got the money, retailers got the money, and the scalpers are going to make the money.
I do want to say, so people are saying that next year in June, July, there's going to be enough consoles for everyone to buy, and it's not going to be any like heavy demand anymore. And I don't think that's true, because if you look at the PlayStation with the 115, 120 million consoles in total, right? PlayStation 4. Don't you think that most people want to go over to the next generation?
That most of the people would want to go over to the next generation.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see it. Yeah, I think.
So if you think about that, don't you think that there's gonna be way longer demand for those consoles, that they're gonna be sold out for very long time every time there's gonna
Flamish,
be
let me
more
show you
stock?
something. Are you looking at the stream? Because if you're looking at the
Yeah,
stream,
it's with the delay though, but yes.
oh, look at this.
I'm looking at the beautiful cars.
Woo! Look at this controller. Look at this
So
controller.
all I'm hearing at the moment is some woo. Not
I
seeing anything.
had to add the sound effects. Okay, the chat is happy with that, I'm sure. Thank you, chat. You guys rock.
Okay, but can I tell you something, Clowns?
Yes, I'm listening.
This coworker, I have a PlayStation 5.
I think
Out real
you
soon.
might be. I think you're botting a little bit, or it might be my headset. Chat, if he's botting, let me know. Try talking now.
Okay, so I'm talking now. No, so what I was saying, Klaus, that my coworker has a PlayStation 5, and I'm gonna be playing at it very soon to test it out with the amazing control and everything. So it's gonna be exciting, and he's gonna test out my Series X too. So I want to know what they're saying about that freaking control. If it's all true.
Animated Evil says that shirt is so white it could be made of PlayStation parts. I agree. I think Flamish is made of PlayStation parts. Yes.
Yeah, that's my work shirt. I didn't change yet. These are my work things that have to be on here. I just put them at the side because my back hurts so much that yeah, I'm like, okay, let's get over with the show right now. Let's give for the fans, of course. Fans come first before my pain, and then I'm gonna sit in my couch. So, yeah. Why am I botting? No, it's not me.
Yeah, the chat hears it. It's definitely you. At times you are. We're using the Xbox party chat, by the way. Um, so also the next topic, and we're moving kind of fast, guys. But the next topic is got Flamish really super excited. I don't know why Rocket Arena's gotten really excited, but it's been confirmed by PlayStation themselves that PS Plus December lineup is Just Cause 4, Rocket Arena, and Worms Rumble. Now, I'm excited for Worms Rumble. Just Cause 4, I love the Just Cause series. I think that's fun. I have it on Xbox. I'm going to play it on PlayStation as well. But Rocket Arena, Flamish, you're excited for that one?
Oh no, I thought it was the other game, the destruction stuff with the car.
Oh,
I'm thinking about the wrong game here. Sorry. Yeah, I played that game actually. It's free to play, so it's just gonna be like a costume pack in the game, I guess, that you're gonna be getting for the game. I don't think it costs money. I played it
yeah, I
on
thought they made it free to
Xbox.
play as well. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, it's but man, just Cause 4 is a good game.
Yeah, you're
Um,
definitely button just a little bit, but you're fine now.
okay. Yeah, but no, Just Cause 4 is a great game to have if you haven't played it yet. And then Worms Rumble, I don't know anything about the Worms Rumble game. Is it new? Is it old?
I think it's a newer game. I'm not sure either. I have to look into.
It says PlayStation 5 as well.
Maybe it's a new game. Worms games are fun. They're
Yeah,
just
Worms
as
games are fun in co-op.
okay. Those are fun in multiplayer. Yes, they definitely are. I would like
Yeah.
to rain goats on you and knock you off.
We had a discussion a little bit earlier, guys, that he's like, I like to play games in co-op a little bit more now than I did some time ago because I have more friends now to play games with, and I'm getting addicted to co-op, man. I want more co-op games.
Yeah, he is addicted to co-op. Zemi will back us up on that one. Zemi's like, what? Why? But you know, The Verge did a very awesome interview with Phil Spencer. He was actually asked some questions he wasn't asked before, and I think the interview was awesome. So I'm just gonna go ahead and read some quotes from you. Basically, Phil is kind of like putting down the console wars, and he, he poked a little fun at the kumbaya that some podcasters overly use too much. So I'm gonna read off maybe the first three paragraph lines, and I'll let Flamish read the rest. So Flamish will start at the third one, no, at the fourth one, and then go down
The
to
small one, yeah.
yeah.
Okay, it's cool.
Say so basically a quote from the article. Nice graphic god. Yes, man. Now I gotta get that too. Now I need to get that digitally. Now you have somebody to play with on Xbox. You got Jago, you got Infinite, and you got Graphic God. And then if I get it, we'll just have to kick you out and then we can play. So oh, I'm sorry, Flemish. I was just kidding. So the article goes, and Phil Spencer quotes, but especially in the console space, there's like a core of the core that have, I think, taken it to a destructive level. And this was referring to a question of where people were destroying consoles and being toxic. Hey, what's up, hero? Um, and he says, and the thought process level of, I really want that to fail so the thing that I bought succeeds. I'm saying on both sides, I'm not saying that it's all people crushing Xboxes and everybody that loves Xbox is always completely inviting to all the PlayStation stuff, but I've said before that I find it distasteful, but maybe that is too light, just really despise it. I don't think we have to see others fail in order for us to achieve the goals. That it's not some kind of kumbaya thing. It's actually real, and we're in the entertainment business. The biggest competitor we have is apathy over the products and services and games that we build. I always tell our team that rooting for failure is just a bad place to be. You should root for success. It makes you happier. Agree 100%. And he says, I've said it before, it's not a two may enter, one may leave scenario. Could you imagine if you were the director of a movie and you wanted another movie to be so bad that people would. Maybe directors do that, but Flamish, it's your go.
Ah, okay. You were saying anything. Yeah. Okay. So I feel like there are some directors that do that for sure. Haha.
I'm just kidding. That's
Maybe they
Al.
do. I could see maybe. I don't know. In the end, we know there are millions and millions of people that are going to end up with a Switch, a PlayStation, an Xbox in their home. Those are great customers. They're going to buy the games that they want on the platforms where their friends at, or where the exclusives are. Whatever it is, it's not a world where in order for us to win, Sony has to lose, or Nintendo has to lose, or Steam has to lose something. If it is, it's not really Microsoft business. What I mean by that is Microsoft has this perspective. I mean, you look at our market cap, you look at the businesses we aspire to go be. I can't target Microsoft and say, hey, the board of Microsoft, our enemy is this Sony company. We should go take them out. It's not even in our vocabulary to talk about Sony that way. They're a partner of ours, frankly, in a lot of different places. So yeah, really, really, really beautiful stuff that I'm reading. What Phil's saying. I'm gonna listen to that show tomorrow on my bus when I'm driving. Clownz. Because I want to listen to the whole interview.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really great. That's what I've been telling people. Like, it doesn't matter where you game, just play games that you want to play and enjoy it, man. Like, gaming is everywhere, it should be enjoyed by everyone, and there should be no hate. It doesn't matter if you play console and someone plays another, and it doesn't matter if Sony is doing better or Xbox is doing better. There is nothing like that. Just like they're doing both great in their own way. There is competition. We need a competition to get a healthy industry with gaming. So yeah, I don't see anything bad there. And people saying that are a little bit cocky, I would say, or other stuff that I don't really want to say because I'm happy, I'm positive. So yes.
I mean, that makes sense. I gotta agree with you there. I think that everybody should be happy for the games that we have and be excited for them. And my phone goes off. Sorry, guys. That was Kansas. Hopefully, I didn't win any prizes across the internet. Yeah, hero. There's hate everywhere. The world hates everything these days. It's the internet and
This is
Reddit.
better. It's just a little bit better class.
Flamish needs ibuprofen. It just needs to relax. I don't know what kind of mushrooms he put on his pizza, but his back was hurting. So.
I'm still eating my mushrooms. Piece by piece.
So, Flamish, you want to go ahead and give a brief opinion, impression of that Melody game?
Yes, the Memory by Melody. So I have the new Kingdom Hearts game called Memory by Melody. It's a rhythm-based game where you play Sora and a few other teams, and you have to basically combat in rhythm style your way through all the different levels, and there's over 140 different songs in the game. It's a pure homage to all the different games. You actually, if you know what the game is about, you're going from someone else's standpoint through the whole game, and you have some cutscenes through the game. And the end of the game, I'm not gonna spoil it, but there's some extra stuff. So it's really interesting, I have to say. I just finished it, not completely. I'm not 100% in the game yet, but it's really, really, really good, Clowns. Really, really good. For me personally, I would say it's a must-buy if you love the Kingdom Hearts franchise, especially the music, because all the music in the games brings back memories to when I played the game first. It's really great. Uh, it is a full price game though, and I think as a full price game, it's a little bit expensive. I think it should be a little bit less, but it's really a must-buy game if you love that sort of game, rhythm-based games, or the Kingdom Hearts franchise.
You bought it just a little bit. Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
Okay. So you're saying if you love the Kingdom Hearts franchise, it's something that you should probably get.
if you like rhythm-based games, yes, because if you know the music a little bit better than if you played the series, you you're gonna love this game for sure. And also, it tells the story from a different perspective, so it gives you a little bit more insight into that character's things, how she um, like been through the whole games, because it's actually like all the worlds are in there, all the different events are in there, so it's really cool. And there's some different stuff. There's a museum where you can like collect all the stuff. You can craft stuff in the game. It's really great, Clowns. Like there's nothing bad to say about this game at all. Nothing bad.
Okay. I mean, fair enough. I do
Should
have to
I
try it
sh-
out. I should try
should
it.
I switch? Should I switch to Discord for a second or something? With my sound.
No, I mean, it's fine right now. Because
Yeah, I know, but Repo's in botting.
is he better
Well,
now?
well,
He's better now. Yeah. It could be the Xbox party chat that we're in. That maybe his Belgium connection is not as good as the American French fry, as the debate on Twitter. Um, he's not looking happy about that, guys. He doesn't want to admit because he thought everybody's gonna vote for the Belgium. Um, so it, besides his disappointment with us Americans voting for the American French fry, uh, I want to give you some impressions about Watch Dogs Legion. Right? You guys know that it has a save bug issue. It's true. I mean, the save bug is pretty bad. It's pretty bad. However, with that said, if you do a mission and you save, most of the time you will be fine. There are times where if you do a main mission, then do a side quest, and you didn't save, you're going to lose your progress. I probably lost 12 hours one time, 8 hours another time, 5 another. So it gets pretty bad. However, with that said, I really enjoyed the story. I thought it was really good. The open world was fantastic for me. I love open world Ubisoft games. And that's just me. It's like a preference thing with me. I loved Wildlands as well, Ghost Recon. So I like the fact in this one that you're not a particular antagonist. You are a whole group of people that you go around and recruit and collect, and each one has different skills. And what's really cool about this is that you can recruit multiple construction workers, but they're not all copy and paste the same. Like one of them might be like a drinker, and the other one might be like a drone expert. So, I mean, there's different characteristics there. It's really cool. Um, there's even like red light districts in the game that have people on the streets. So it's just funny, all the people in that game. Flamish's keyboard is loud. I'm gonna have to put a noise gate on his keyboard. But I think the game is great. I would recommend it for the sale price right now and wait for the patch in December. There is a patch coming out that will fix the save bug issues.
woohoo!
And Crispy Bomb says Flamish was in the cooler lifting turkeys. Well, it's Thanksgiving time here in America, so you probably were lifting turkeys.
We a little bit of mushroom. Um, Hold on, give me a second.
I'm about to put like the RTX
Okay,
speaker
so
speaker thing on him in a second.
what I wanted to say. Oh, crispy. Yeah, it got me to smile, man. My back is really hurting me, but it's a little bit better now. The pillow is in a good place, so I'm not gonna move at the moment. But I do wanna Mushroom. Um, I do want to say that I forgot what I wanted to say. Yeah. Okay. Continue, Clownz.
All right, so, well, I mean, that is pretty much all the news here, and Flamish back is killing them. Real quick though, and Flamish doesn't have to talk on this, it's just me talking. Comcast is going to be imposing data caps in 12 states next year. They're going to increase the data caps across their accounts. So if you are in America, it is in your best interest probably to contact any regulatory person, politician, etc., that makes regulations and rules to ask Comcast to not do that, because they're taking advantage of a work at home, school at home environment. The data cap is going to be 1.2 terabytes across the Comcast plans, and then $10 for every 50 gigabyte after that, up to a maximum of $100. Pretty much every state on the East Coast is going to get hit by this. It's ridiculous. And you
Wow.
could go to an unlimited data plan in some of the areas, but I mean, when they do stuff like this, they're going to increase the prices on those unlimited data plans as well. Yeah, I do know the 12 states. I'm gonna go ahead and try to pull it up real quick for you, Squishy. 1 second here, as everybody looks at Flamish and his files.
Yeah, my smiles are always amazing. Like even when I'm in pain, I can smile for you guys. Just because I'm that positive. Always. I'm always positive. I will always bring the positivity back into gaming. And that's what I'm about. So, yay me. Also, I don't have Thanksgiving in Belgium, but I do want to say happy Thanksgiving to all of you Americans. You're gonna have some great turkey. Send me those pictures of turkeys on Twitter. I want to see them.
So here it is. The affected states that they're adding this to that don't have it yet include Connecticut, Delaware, Massachusetts, Maryland, Maine, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New York, Pennsylvania, Virginia, Vermont, West Virginia, District of Columbia, parts of North Carolina, and Ohio.
That's a lot of states. Let's see
Yep.
these.
And according to Comcast, though, they claim 95% of their customers don't get that close to using that much data per month. The average use is around 308 gigabytes. With gaming being huge, I think that is a lie. I gotta be honest with you. Games are getting bigger and bigger. People play on Steam. People stream Netflix, Hulu,
Do
Disney
they
Plus, HBO
do
Max.
Clowns? Do they not have to prove that though,
No,
or can they say
they could just do it.
they can? No, if they make a claim like that, do they not have to prove the data?
No, they don't, because it's their own statistics. So there's no outside regulation that would look in to verify this.
Wow, you should be.
Yeah, there was, but Agit Pi changed net neutrality. So uh, hopefully, we can, us Americans can get the right people in office that will um, bring back net neutrality and end data caps. We really need to, because this will hurt America, will hurt progress. Everybody working from home, especially developers, man, because they are using like TeamSpeak and Discord, and they're transferring data as they make their games, and I mean it's going to be costly. And if Comcast gets away with it, that means then all the other ISPs will soon follow suit. Right now, I think FiOS doesn't really have caps in most places, but all that could change if they see Comcast making so much money off of this. Now, the one thing that Comcast wants to let you know, and according to Comcast, you should feel happy about this, guys, right? You should be excited for this, because customers who go over the limit will get that's right, one courtesy credit every 12 months. So if you go over 1.2 terabyte in March, you have a grace period for April. If you go over again in May, you'll just pay for that overage in May. And you have to wait 12 months again to get your grace period back. So, yep, it's not cool. I don't like it. I don't even have Comcast, but I don't like it because I don't like to see any American being taken advantage of like this, and then the repercussions as well. And people in the UK should care because Comcast owns Sky. So, yeah, Comcast gets away with it here. They'll get away with it probably in the UK unless there's regulation, which I'm not sure about. So,
So, Clowns, can I tell you what we have in Belgium about that? So in Belgium, we have a data cap limit of 750 gigabytes. I'm on a business plan because I was a business before with some telephone business that I did. I sold like um, how do you say it? Subscriptions to people, right? Phone plans. And I stopped doing that, but I still have my subscription for my internet provider,
mhm.
which is 3 terabytes per month, right? And I wanted to keep that, and they basically said to me that would be possible if I would not have my business anymore. So I changed to have no business anymore, and they actually changed it back to the 750 gigabyte plan. So I had to manually go back, call them multiple times, email them, and do stuff, and they changed me back to that 3 terabyte plan. Man, 750 gigabytes is nothing. I was over there every month at one and a. I'm every month I'm like 1.5 terabyte, but I erase and download a lot of different games. I always try to experiment, play new things. So yeah, I can see that data cap going really badly for people with 1.2 terabytes. It's not that much. So yeah, that's my thing. Mm.
So they, one thing to know is so you guys know when this will start. It says Comcast says in January and February, Comcast will give its Xfinity customers not on an unlimited plan a credit for any data usage charges over 1.2 terabyte during those months to ease them into the new limit. So if you're on an Xfinity plan that doesn't have a data cap, you're going to get a data cap. In those states, you will get a data cap. And that is not cool. And starting in March of 2021, across the board. So, not cool. But I wanted to give you guys the news, and hopefully you contact your politicians and all the other people that can make a difference. Flamish's internet is terrible in Belgium. I don't have a cap on anything right now, so I hope mine stays that way with Spectrum. Flamish
I don't
Squid is
feel like I have a cap anymore because it's 3 terabytes per month. So mm.
well. Good thing Flamish has been staying off OnlyFans.
That's a joke of his. Ignore that, guys. Um, man, and you did something, class, with those fries. Really hurt my feelings, man. Getting
No,
all those American people tagged.
you had fun with it.
No, I had no fun. I saw that meter going American, 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 American fries. I'm like, fuck. I didn't like it. But yeah, I had fun. So the original creator is the Americans. The Americans created the French fry, clowns. With heart and soul, I'm saying this. I don't believe the Belgians made it anymore.
Well, what Flamish is referring to is that we did a poll on Twitter, and it was me, him, and Zemi Games in a party chat discussing French fries. And I said, "Oh, I should do a poll on that." And Flamish was like, "Yeah, you should because people will vote for Belgium." So in the first poll, I put Dutch, America, and France, and he asked me to redo it to add Belgium. because Dutch was winning, and he felt like that Belgium should have been on there because people would have chose Belgium. So when I redid the poll, I added Belgium and America, and people chose America as the inventor of the French fry. 952 votes for America on that French fry, people.
Yeah. I want to say those 37% don't know what they're talking about, but hey, it's done. I need to live with my consequence of making a bet that I now so hardly need to convince people that it's actually the American fry and that they made it. So yeah,
Oh,
I'll
that's
keep
great.
I'll keep promoting the American fry.
That was
No,
great.
no worries, Sammy. I'll do it.
Graphic guide, if you're listening, you should clip that and make that a Retro Renegades clip right there. Turn that into a Retro Renegades clip. But, before I get out of here, I want to let Flamish tell you what he's up
Yes.
to, where you can find him when he's not on OnlyFans and all the other places on the internet.
Thank you, Clownz. So you can find me on my own channel, Flamish, of course. You can find me here on Four Guys with Quarters. Sometimes I'll be on the main show, but normally I'm always on 4GQ TV with him if I don't need to work, of course, if I don't have back pain like I have now. I'm gonna see a doctor tomorrow about that, guys, so don't worry about it. It's nothing special, just my back hurts a little. It's been getting worse and worse. So if you want to talk to me about that, put it in the comments below or on Twitter. You can find me over there, of course. Name is under. What's his name, Clowns? Tell me again.
Gregory Goivers.
Yeah, of
Gregory
course.
Goivers.
Yeah, like that, guys. And then yeah, also this Sunday we have the new Flamish experience with God's Greek. He's gonna be on the show together with Lord Solverum from the Iron Lords. And then I got exciting news as well. The animated Evil, who was on the show this Sunday, is gonna be a main panel member now. So he's gonna be there every single week, Clowns. So I'm getting some good fortunes
That
right
is
now.
amazing, man. That is awesome.
Yeah. And then the last thing, of course, you can find me on Retro Renegades because I want to give it a little bit of a shamlight, of course, every Tuesday, normally at 7 p.m. EST, over on 3 different channels. So follow me on Twitter and you know what channel comes up. Next week I'll be hosting, so it's gonna be an exciting show for sure.
Oh, it's always
Just saying.
exciting when Flamish is hosted because half the time the audio doesn't work for like 30 minutes. So, graphic guide, you gotta be ready with the fixes from. Well, and you all can find me at Italian Clowns below on all social media, pretty much. I'm Four Guys with Quarters, 4GWQ Podcast on Twitter. On December 4th, we're going to have an interview with Jim Hygel of Electronic Arts. He made the SSD's Switchblade, which is a really cool NVMe USB device. And I think Dreadpool has something similar that he made for himself, actually. So it's kind of like a similar thing, but this is like a pre-built model for the masses. It's really cool. Impressions are great so far. Destiny loads like almost instantly. And then after that, we still have David Housden coming on as well. I got to get back with him. White Paper Games coming on. Got to get back with them. Flamish's keyboard is not coming on. And we have Jimmy Palmiotti, who's a writer in film, TV, theater, comic books. Really well known. He's a friend of mine on Twitter. Known him for a while on Twitter. Very positive guy. His wife is Amanda Connor, the one that kind of like redid Harley Quinn for DC. And he's just a fantastic guy, man. He's supposed to come on as well. He gave me his word after the last Birds of Prey dropped. We're gonna talk comic books with him and stuff. So amazing. And until next time, guys, hopefully Flamish's back does not hurt later this week, so he can come back on. Or I might, if Flamish can't come back on this week, and I do another show, I'll put a cardboard cutout of him in the spot that says it's random weird things. Like, "Gosh, I'm on OnlyFans today. Check me out." All right, guys, have a good one. See you guys later.